What is up, my viewers? Spang here, bringing you a World of Tanks gameplay commentary. This time it is from Never Aim, a guy who sends in many replays. And yes, I know it's been a while. This is the first replay I've recorded in approximately, I'd say, 2 weeks. Sorry about that. Life has been rather busy, and also I am going to apologize in advance. Never Aim, kind of getting in a little grinding situation here. A little mishap between him and his teammates. Ooh, that's unfortunate. But anyway, also I will apologize in advance. I have had a couple drinks, so I may be a little buzzed, but that shouldn't have too much of an effect. Now, I have not played this game in a while, and I haven't done a replays in a while, but still, this is a 7.5 match. Yes, it is older. 8.0 is out, I know, and I'll be bringing you those replays in a short amount of time, but as it stands right now, I have a lot of 7.5 replays I need to get done. And as you can tell, Never Aim here using his KV-1S to really advance in the city in M6, coming up against a T-150 and a KV-1S. Now, I do like the KV-1S. It has a good gun, as well as, if you will notice, his team has a KV-2 as opposed to an M6 and an ARL-44. Now, I do like the KV-2 as well. I feel like both the Russian Tier 6 tanks do very well for themselves in their tier. And, you know, you might argue, well, that has something to do with the devs being Russian and all that and giving their nation's tank an unfair advantage, but it's honestly, any advantage they may have is easily mitigated by player skill. So anyway, digressing from that, you can tell so far Never Aim's team not really running into much opposition except in the town. A medium tank apparently showing its face in the field, but not really that much. Sending their heaviest stuff over here to the city. You see right now they have 3 tier 6s over here. That Easy 8 already losing its life. Never Aim doing very well for himself. Not really much damage to speak of. Apparently getting hit with some HE shells. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Ooh, that ARL hitting him hard. I was going to say I cannot stress this enough. High explosive shells, unless you are a tank destroyer or artillery, typically do not do anything. And even they only really do something as a high tier tank destroyer when you have 850, 750 average damage. Ooh, Never Aim. Whoa. Buddy, almost getting himself taken out. Both teams not really sending that much to the field, but Never Aim's team apparently doing a little better off in the field. Never Aim nearly at the end of his life, artillery attempting to finish him, basically finish him off, and he realizes that backing up a little and repositioning here, pretty wise decision if you ask me. When you are close to death, you definitely need to change your playstyle from aggressive to defensive. You need to go from being that pushy player to that cautious player, and he is doing just that, you know, making sure he's not getting himself exposed, and the enemy team not really doing anything to push and take him out. They don't really see that. Wow, one shot. That's pretty common. You know, can't say I'm too surprised about that. That Panzer III only had 390 health, and his gun does on average 390 damage. So not a large surprise on that one shot, but like I was saying, I'm surprised that the enemy team is not pushing against Never Aim here. He is truly in a one-shot kill position, and if they got a bit aggressive and kind of pushed against him, ooh, Never Aim kind of jeopardizing his life a little right there, but not really paying for it, you know, getting that kill, up to 3 kills here already, but not really killing anything too significant. I believe he may have killed that Easy 8, but with some help. So, again, jeopardizing his life. He's going to kill this BDR-1, living up to his name and not zooming in at all. And I will say, you know, that's fair enough. You don't always have to go into your sights to shoot the targets. It can help. And I say oftentimes, especially against distant targets like the ARL-44, you do want to zoom in a little more. Never Aim, obviously, knowing what he's doing there, doing exactly that. His team and the enemy team pretty even at this point in terms of tanks killed. 9 for 8. The enemy team has 3 tier 6s left. His team has considerably more, 5 tier 6s. So his team is certainly in the position to win it at this moment. Apparently Never Aim going arty hunting, looking in a typical artillery spot, but the Panzer II still on the enemy team's base. So he most likely won't get the kill, but he may. Nope. There we go. Like I said, he wasn't going to get that kill. The T1 in a position to finish him off, only if that T1 has spotted him, but if he has, he isn't paying attention to it. Never Aim gonna take a shot here, taking away over half that T1's health. The SU-100 requesting help. Never Aim getting shot, but getting very lucky to only get shot on his track and then bounce a shell. So he is a lucky little tanker right now, staying alive just barely. That T1 recognizing he had the opportunity to potentially kill him, but just not having the luck to actually do that damage. Never Aim's team still barely hanging on to their lead. I've got to give some props to the enemy team, but also some props to Never Aim here. He's doing a very good job having those 5 kills on his out of his team's 11, potentially a 6th right here. There we go, a 6th kill. So again, doing very well for himself. That Hetzer is a one-shot. I do not know where that SU-100, nor do I know where that T-150 are, but that Hetzer is probably going to get himself killed right here. Hopefully Never Aim can get that kill. We'll see very shortly. It is a guaranteed one-shot, and there we go, getting kill number 7. Now we have Never Aim still very near death. We have seen him get multiple kills in this near-death state. Apparently, the KV-2 on Never Aim's team asking if someone on the enemy team is, well, yeah. I'm not going to repeat that because it is just an inappropriate comment. Never Aim apparently agreeing with me, saying, what kind of question is that? And yes, quite. Never Aim still alive, but again, he's playing cautiously as he should. When you have a good amount of health, you can afford to be playing recklessly, and that's what he did early on. But once his tank started taking heavy damage and he was in that danger zone, he fell back and started to play, like I said, as he should. Very cautiously in the reserve, popping out to take shots only when it would not jeopardize his tank. He was a bit reckless at times, I will grant you that, but only he obviously knew what he was doing because he is still alive. This T-150, Never Aim using those what am I talking about? Those set piece vehicles as cover here, and he's taking a shot where that T-150 was. You can tell right now my slightly inebriated state is taking effect, and the way I'm tripping over my tongue to an extent, but not too much. Anyway, the T-150 still alive, but potentially gonna die right here. There we go, Never Aim getting his 8th kill. The enemy team holding on surprisingly well. I just gotta give props to this enemy team, and also I gotta kind of criticize Never Aim's team a little. It's always two factors. One, your team isn't doing very well, and 2, the enemy team is doing a good job. So there's always someone to blame and always someone to congratulate. Never Aim getting a 9th kill of the round. Very well done. Oh man, the slash bam there. I don't know if that slash was an accident or not. But as you can tell, Never Aim getting close to 3,000 experience now that it is on a double. But still, he isn't running premium last I checked. So doing very well for himself in experience and credits. Now, if we will go to personal achievements here, he damaged 1 and destroyed 9. Very accurate for a heavy tank, 15 of 17. And detecting 1, like I said, many previous times before, heavy tanks are not meant as scouts. So Top Gun going to Never Aim. Sniper going to that M6, so that M6 on the enemy team stealing his sniper away. The only thing I can say is that M6 probably had perfect accuracy. Sorry about that. And yeah, that pretty much sums up this match. Never Aim truly winning it first team. But as I said earlier on, actually, I don't believe I did mention it. Yes, I did. If I didn't, here I go again. I will be doing back-to-back replays, so you will see me very shortly doing another replay, and it is going to be from Minnow. So catch me back here in just a second. What is up, my viewers? Spang here, bringing you the continuation of this back-to-back Let's replay. Sorry, like I said, I've been drinking a little. But I don't believe I'm regretting it quite yet. Now, this is a standard battle on South Coast. Getting my directions a little messed up. The only type of battle on this map. And it is, like I said previously, this is a match from Minnow. The teams are somewhat even. I do say the enemy team has a slight advantage. They do have 1 or 2 more tier 7s, as well as you know, in terms of tanks I prefer to have on my team, the enemy team has more of those preferred tanks. Minnow here, he did let me know in the email that this quickly became a game of priorities. And so we will see how things go. So far, the only thing that has gone on this coastline is him and that scout. The enemy team getting a very early kill. Apparently a 12x killing a 1375. That is not good when you see something of a lower tier killing the thing right above it in the same tech tree. That is clearly the indication of a poor player when they get killed by something that is just beneath them in the tech tree. In this case, it was a 12-ton getting killed by a 1375. Now, Minnow coming in to help his 3601, but his team in the first minute and a half of this match has lost 3 tanks. The enemy team potentially going to lose their first tank right here. Not quite. This 3601 getting killed. 4 tanks lost in under 2 minutes. His team doing very poorly for himself. Minnow getting the first kill of his team, killing something that is 1 tier beneath him. But you know, every kill helps, and very shortly he is going to be fighting a T20 and a Tiger 2. He is in a very poor position. He recognizes it. Enemy artillery taking shots at him. Apparently he's bouncing shots from this T20. The T20 is not a match for the Type 59. I will say that from personal experience. The T20 I have played quite extensively, and Type 59s tend to be the bane of my existence. Now, he is going to try to take on this Tiger 2 to an extent, but his team's still down by 4 kills, basically losing a third of their team in the first 2.5 minutes of the match, even less, actually, if you were paying attention to how quickly those tanks died. So he is currently alone on the coastline, a tank destroyer coming in to help him, but that tank destroyer won't be able to do really anything against that Tiger 2. He is really just in a poor position here. His team in general is in a poor position, and he is just trying to stay alive. Really, I can't blame him for playing defensively here. He is definitely not in the position to push. And right here, he's going to be fighting a Tiger 2, which, in my opinion, has him severely outclassed. There is no way he can handle that Tiger 2 in a head-on-head brawl. So if I were him, I'd be looking for ways to kind of get myself out of this situation, perhaps start backing up, but it looks like he's gonna try and fight it. Now, he does have a faster fire rate, and he does have decent damage, and he is doing the smart thing, aiming for that underplate, the common weak point. The Tiger 2 also doing the smart thing and trying to get in close to the point where, oh, Minnow making a good call here, getting on the side of the Tiger 2 to where the Tiger 2 can only shoot him in the turret where he is bouncing shells, but Minnow apparently taking shots from behind here. And oh my gosh, that Tiger 2 getting ammo rack, that T20 causing problems for Minnow here. But that Tiger 2 getting taken out in just 2 shots by a Type 59. Minnow about to take out this T20, barely staying alive, and hopefully he can survive, even though his team is doing absolutely horrid. I mean, he has the 2 kills of his team. He has the only 2 kills on his team. And so obviously doing very well for himself, getting shot again by that T20, trying to kill that T20, trying to take that shot and finish off that T20, getting a 3rd kill for his team. But at this point, I would say Minnow's team has no chance at all. They have lost this match, and all Minnow can do is try to get kills and try to stay alive. So that T20 again causing him some issues, doing some shots to the track but not doing any damage. That T20 being more really a nuisance than anything else. And this tank destroyer trying to move up and I guess get in a position to finish Minnow off. But we'll see exactly how that goes. The enemy team on Minnow's capture point. Minnow's team making up some lost ground here and kind of closing the gap 4-11 only. Minnow getting a 3rd kill for his team, having 3 of his team's 5 kills. This tank destroyer not really in a position to take him on. Honestly, I don't think this tank destroyer really has much of any shot. And now Minnow will probably get a 4th kill if the timer lets him, but it does not look like it will. So Minnow doing very well for himself. I am surprised he survived at all, but getting a good amount of credits and experience on a loss, definitely. And if I recall correctly, he also does not have premium. Sniper going to him, and also Steel Wall going to him. So SVK2, he did explain to me That is his clan. It is basically the abbreviation for the Slovakian clan, and they are their main regiment. He explained to me that their main guy became their leader of their main clan, became inactive, and so all their active members formed this second platoon, and they are their main division. And also, he explained to me that he has not promoted me to his clan. It's just they kind of stumbled on me. So he says apparently I'm doing something right. I can only hope, right? Anyway, so two very interesting games, one from Never Aim and one from Minnow, two guys who frequently send me replays, and I just have to say thank you. And I have to say, I guess I'm back. Hopefully I'll be doing 8.0 replays in the very near future, especially if I'm doing 4 replays a day, 2 back-to-back videos. Just be on the lookout for those. And if you, I guess with nothing else to say, if you liked this video, click that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. I'm still doing that. That's my thing right there. That is my thing. I don't know how that started. It just did. And if you got a replay like Minnow or Never Aim, send it to spanglereplays@gmail.com. Email is in the description. And as always, this has been Spang, and I am signing off.